Conservative MPs are demanding the BBC licence fee is scrapped in the wake of the latest scandal. Tory Deputy Chairman Lee Anderson has branded the BBC a safe haven for perverts, and Conservative MPs are demanding the licence fee be scrapped in the wake of the latest scandal. The fury has come after the BBC announced last night that it was suspending one of its high-profile presenters following allegations that the top TV personality had paid £35,000 for sexual pictures from a 17-year-old, who then used the money to pay for his heroin addiction. It emerged that before The Sun published the allegations, the BBC has been informed by the teenager's mother in a complaint more than a month before. But with echoes of previous serious sexual abuse scandals which have racked the corporation, the BBC failed to act. Mr. Anderson today has led calls from his colleagues that the licence fee scrapped as a result of the latest revelations. MPs have warned that the BBC has already been through scandals involving Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, and Stuart Hall before, with questions over whether it was part of a cover-up. Mr. Anderson, who is also a presenter on GB News, blasted, "When bad things happen once in a lifetime within an organization, then it can be considered a scandal. The BBC have given us a whole raft of perverts, including Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, and Stuart Hall. Why is anyone shocked? Express readers will know my thoughts on the BBC. It's time this taxpayer-funded safe haven for perverts was made a subscription service." Meanwhile, Shipley Conservative MP and fellow GB News host Philip Davies added his voice, saying that Director General Tim Davie has questions to answer. Mr. Davies said, "Tim Davie has a lot of explaining to do, why they did nothing until it surfaced in the papers when a complaint had gone in over a month ago. Why senior BBC were apparently partying with the person concerned after the complaint went in. Why he wasn't suspended straight away." Dudley North MP Marco Lonehy said that the scandal added to concerns about the lack of impartiality at the BBC. He said, "When a news channel is frequently in the news itself, it begs serious governance questions. We have seen that impartiality went out the window many years ago with the Brexit referendum coverage exemplifying how the organisation was keener to achieve what it wanted rather than portraying facts in a fair way. The people saw through this. I cannot support the licence fee any longer, and this latest event just shows how, again, the organisation seems to be more concerned about its own reputation management than facts and transparency. Tim Davie should be answering these questions." Meanwhile, Dame Caroline Dinenage, chairwoman of the Culture, Media and Sports Committee, has suggested that she is considering bringing Tim Davie in for questioning at a later date. She said, "I spoke to Tim Davie yesterday and received assurances that the BBC are treating this matter seriously, sensitively, and with urgency. I'm aware of the duty of care to both alleged victim and perpetrator in this case, so intend to wait until we have more info before commenting further." In a statement yesterday, the BBC said it was working as fast as possible to establish the facts in order to properly inform appropriate next steps. It went on, "The BBC first became aware of a complaint in May. New allegations were put to us on Thursday of a different nature, and in addition to our own inquiries, we have also been in touch with external authorities, in line with our protocols." A BBC spokesperson said, "The BBC takes any allegations seriously, and we have robust internal processes in place to proactively deal with such allegations. This is a complex and fast-moving set of circumstances, and the BBC is working as quickly as possible to establish the facts in order to properly inform appropriate next steps. It is important that these matters are handled fairly and with